Addressing the largest finance centre gathering to date, the Chief Minister said Gibraltar continued to grow as a great place to do business. Fabian Picardo used the opportunity to announce the government's preferred tender for the Rooke Site development, with the award going to London and regional properties. He described it as a once-in-a-generation opportunity.
This is the beginning of the process of detailed negotiation with London and Regional. We have seen their bid, we have selected their bid as the best of the bids, which now requires further negotiation. We are looking for a mixed-use development. We want to put in a small school there, about 400 children. We want to find a new home for a central police station and for the home of the Gibraltar Fire and Rescue Service to be in that central location. So it's now a question of negotiation of how we can fit that into that footprint with, of course, the sort of mixed-use facilities that they would want to see there, commercial, office and residential facilities, in an area which is now being developed with Midtown, etc. We want to see this being done in a way that is sensitive. That's an area where there is already a lot of residential accommodation, and we are not going to support anything which is very high-rise, but it's a process that has begun. What people need to understand is that this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to develop 17,000 square meters of land in the center of Gibraltar. We have to make the best possible use of it for our community, and that means combining education, essential services, commercial, office and residential in the right way. It could mean a premium in the very many millions of pounds and a development value in the high hundreds of millions of pounds, something very much to look forward to as a community.
Mr Picardo also highlighted that Gibraltar would likely be the first of all the EU jurisdictions to implement a central register of beneficial ownership, talking too about the importance of compliance. The Chief Minister referred to the launch of the In Europe campaign, saying that London and Gibraltar had in the past successfully seen off challenges and would continue doing so in the future.
The people who are listening to us here, the people in the City of London, are all very much likely to be on our side of the In campaign in respect of the referendum for the United Kingdom to determine whether it stays or leaves the European Union. The City of London thrives on access to the single market of 520 million people. They sell financial services on a scale that we do not, but they sell it in the same market. So I think we're on the same side as the people I've addressed today. That's why it was important to talk about us having faced challenges together in the past, seen those challenges off in the past, and working together in those challenges, on those challenges which face us in the future, in particular the issue of the Brexit referendum.
Fabian Picardo once again highlighted the opening of the University of Gibraltar and the Gibraltar International Bank as important events, which he said represented huge progress for the ROC. On the subject of growth, he announced our GDP had grown 10.3% in the last year, with positive predictions for the coming year too. Minister for Finance Albert Isola believes the event is crucial. The lunch is about promoting that we're open for business, he said, and a jurisdiction that's about quality, regulation and reputation. He talked about the future and introducing innovative mechanisms.
Well, I was talking about the regulatory environment and our ability as a small jurisdiction to be more nimble than others, and that invites innovation. So there are companies who are looking at Gibraltar today to see whether they can do things that perhaps they couldn't do in other jurisdictions, which wouldn't fall foul of the regulatory environment, but because we have an innovative approach to how we do things, Gibraltar can be very attractive. We are now looking at changes to our legislation in a number of different areas in financial services, which we believe will create the space for financial services companies to come in and innovate and do things in a slightly different way.
The event, according to the government, is a day in which to celebrate the lasting bond between the Rock of Gibraltar and the City of London for mutual benefit and profit. Davina Varvara, GBC News, London.